Welcome to RCindustry.
Well, hey, it's Rick here, and today we're here in the shop, and we need to talk about the No Name Nationals 2025. So as you can see, we got the No Name Nationals 2024 up here. That's long, that's past, and you know, we got what, 300 and, I don't know. John hasn't put the numbers up yet. Oh, now somebody's called me. Hold on. Hello?
It's business verified with an important message about your Google business listing.
But I don't have a Google business listing.
Isn't properly verified.
Yeah, this is a scam, Mr. Virginia.
Press 1 to speak with a listing expert so we can...
Do you get those annoying calls? Those just drive me crazy. I hate it when it's not a real person on there, so because I like to try to give them the business, Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's talk about No Name Nationals 2025. I think we got less than 360 days. I don't know what day this is, but it's Thursday, Friday. I don't know. This is Monday. This is Monday, a week after the event. So you figure it out. Anyway, I want to talk about what we're going to do for next year's No Name Nationals. In fact, let me just go drive that vehicle up here, because I'm all about building a new vehicle each year for the event. I mean, that's kind of been my goal. I'm not a professional racer. I don't have the same car. And I mean, to me, it's just about putting something together, making the trip down there, making it down the track once, maybe twice, whatever, and getting back home. And so far, we've been able to do that. So this next year, or 2025, the season coming up, we're going to take this project here. So one of the things that this old D100, D stands for dirty brown, or did it ever run? D stands for dirty dead Dodge? I don't know, that sounds like a YouTube channel. Anyway, no, this is a pretty cool old truck. 97,000 miles original on it. It was last plated. Well, I've got it plated now. I don't have my plates on it, but I've got it registered and insured now. But Prior to that, it was 1992 was the last time it was plated in the state of Indiana. So it'd been sitting that long. And it does have a 225/6 in it. It's got a 3-speed. Originally it was on the column. Someone has moved it to the floor. I suspect that this truck was driven by a shorter person, and I'll show you why. Okay, so you can see the seat's pretty worn out, but the cushion, the foam is still good, so I've got a new cover to put on that. But I don't know if you can see, but there's a block of wood, so that the seat has been raised up about 1.5 inches, and it has been moved forward. So this is actually as far back as the seat will go. I can barely get in it to drive. So, and you can see that this one has all of the weight reduction, everything needed right here. You know, she's got a whole, but we got that plywood to keep your feet from falling through. The rocker panels are pretty solid, so we are going to patch up what we need to. You can't see it too good in there, but it's got a Hurst shifter that someone has put in there, so that's pretty cool. It does have an oil temperature or oil pressure gauge, and because it just has an oil light on the dash, and then it's got a tachometer up there, which, you know, is just laying up there, so that's not even attached. And it's got some various switches and things over in this area for fog lights. There's a set of truck horns with an air compressor up under there that doesn't work. You know, down here on the floor, you can also see that we have some rat bait to get the mices all out of here, and I think it's worked. So this is what we're going to be working on this winter, getting this ready for the No Name Nationals. Now, if we get it ready in time to go on Power Tour, we might drive it on Power Tour as well. But if not, we're going to take the Chevy C10, old Cheyenne, old Blue Brown over there, because you'll find out next week's video that we tore into that a little bit after the No Name Nationals, and I don't know if we figured out what was wrong with it exactly, but it's running better. So anyway, another big obstacle with this vehicle is gas tank. This has the optional 22-gallon, or it was ordered with the optional 22-gallon fuel tank, plastic fuel tank, and I can't find one nowhere. I could have one built, but it would cost more than what the truck is worth. So when I was down at the No Name Nationals, Alex from something Garage gave me this fuel cell. Now it doesn't have a fuel sending unit. Well, it might have. Maybe that's what that is right there. I'll have to check, come to think of it. So it may have that. Don't know yet. And then if I can't get that one to work, I think this one will actually go up under the vehicle. If I can't get that to work, then I've got this fuel cell. And I talked with Deke down at the tech guy down there, and he told me how he wanted this installed if I put it in the back of the truck. Because if you watched my video about 6 months ago where we bought this toolbox and painted it to put on the back of the truck here, my intent was to set the fuel cell down inside of this. So if I do that, if I can't make that big one mount underneath, then he told me how to do this so it would pass tech, and by putting the fuel cell inside this. So with all of that said, this is what we're going to be working on. Now, we do have some other things that I want to work on this winter. One of them is my home light generator. As you can see, 1953 home light, two-stroker there, or four, or whatever you call it, gas and oil mix thing. It does run, and it does make, once you get it running, but the needle and seat sticks and it floods, and then you can't, oh yeah, it's a mess. Let me tell you how I know about that. The last time I messed with it, I had a little bit of gas in it, and I had it sitting out here in the garage, and I didn't realize it was leaking like that. And she made a big old place all over the floor with gasoline and oil mixture. So yeah, it was quite a mess. So I guess the real thing with this truck here is basically to get a fuel system on it, and we need to go pull the wheels off and look over the brakes. I know that the brake lines and the calipers have been replaced on the front of this because when I put the new wheels and tires on it last winter, well, they're not new wheels, but I painted the wheels and put new tires on it. How's that? But anyway, I noticed that the brake lines and stuff are all new, and the brakes act kind of funky. They're not power brakes, they're manual brakes, but they almost act like they need to be bled. So, you know how stuff is when it sets forever. And this thing, of course, being that it's got 97,000 miles, these slant sixes, you're supposed to adjust the valves on them about every 20. And who knows when the last time that was done. And I can tell they're just a little noisy. And I've worked on a lot of these slant sixes as far as maintenance on them. I've never really tore into one much. On the earlier videos, if you go back and look at the series on this, you'll see where we put the exhaust manifold on it. Actually, we had to take the intake off as well. There is supposedly a way you can get that on there without it, but I was not able to do that, so I had to take the whole thing off. And we got the radiator rebuilt in it. I did not choose to buy an aftermarket radiator. I took this one up to the radiator shop up here, in the Montgomery area, and had them that old boy. He was able to put all new tank. Well, the tanks are the same, but he put all new core in it. So it was kind of pricey, but it still has the Chrysler emblems on it and stuff on the tanks, and I kind of wanted that. So, well, hey, sorry for the interruption in today's video, but I wanted to take this short opportunity to let you know about Shop RCindustry. Yes, you can go to Shop RCindustry and you can get you this trucker's hat. Order online today. We also have shirts, white, gray, and black. And wintertime is coming, so get you a hoodie. We appreciate any purchase you make on Shop RCindustry. You can go to the About section in your phone, scroll down to the very bottom and click on that tab and it'll take you right there. All the proceeds are going back into the builds here at RCindustry. Here at RCindustry, we're making it just like brand used, baby. And now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Yeah, so, there's a lot of stuff, not working in this. Obviously, the fuel system is the biggest obstacle. Someone has modified this fuel system many times through its life because there is a line that actually, the original line from the tank area is abandoned, and there's line that runs up through the floor here. I'll just show you. Now, Fred, you may be in the way. You can see someone has run a line up through here with that kind of a fitting on it, and it goes up that way because I think they must have had a tank sitting behind the seat or something. I'm not sure what they had going on. But and this side, the rocker panels are pretty solid, but the floor pan is gone, and so we'll have to fix that as well. Got the typical Dodge pickup rust all across here. So, I'm not going to pull the windshield and fix it properly, but I am going to scrape that all out, and we're going to go in here and fill all of this just so it doesn't leak. Because the windshield's good, I don't want to break that. And the truck was originally white, and if you watched my 1975 Dodge D100 build with the slant six, it had the 727 in it, but this one's a 3-speed. But it was originally white as well. It had been a U.S. Navy truck, and someone painted it black. Well, this one is white, was originally white, and someone has painted it this, this brown color with this black stuff. So what I plan to do is clean up all these areas where the white is still showing, and I'm going to repaint that white, getting some overspray this way, and then I'm going to take and sand this down to where the white starts to come through on all the edges, kind of give it a distressed look, and then we're going to clear coat it to, once we get the desired look, And when we're going to patch up some of these places, I bought some patch panels. Actually, the rockers are pretty good. I mean, for what it is, but there is some rust on it. So we're going to patch that up best we can, pop out some of the dents, you know, that kind of stuff. And I tell you all this stuff because a lot of people don't like these old Dodge pickups, and I actually do. This one just got put on the back burner because old Blue Brown just took my whole year last year. That, and along with all the other stuff going on around here, you know, I just, you know, it's the excuse it is. I mean, you know, we're going to get started on this. I hope that you enjoy it, and we'll stick around and watch all the videos. Speaking of watching the videos, do you know that only 17% of you that watch the videos are subscribed? You may see it in one of the news feeds or the algorithm feeds or whatever, and that's when you're watching it. But I would encourage you to go and actually check to make sure that you're subscribed, because our subscriptions, we're over 5,000 now, but they have slowly been coming down, and then they'll go back up, and then they come back down. And by looking at the analytics, I just wonder how many of you that think you're subscribed are subscribed. And I would encourage you to watch the whole videos, you know, watch the whole thing, let it play out, you know, if you've got it on your phone, and you just let it play, because those watch hours help us. All the income we get from the super chats, which you guys are great about, and all the memberships that, you know, have been coming through, which gives you early access to all the videos, all of that money goes right back into this. Or into something we need for this. A lot of it was t-shirts. We gave away a bunch of t-shirts at the No Name Nationals this year, so, and stickers and stuff like that. So all of that stuff comes from your donations, from super chats, or the revenue from the YouTube channel, and also from the Facebook channel. We get, or our Facebook, whatever that's called on Facebook, page or whatever. We get a little bit of revenue from that. So it all goes back into here. So anyway, I know that I am babbling on, but I just kind of wanted to tell you where we're at, and this is what we're going to take to the No Name Nationals next year. The other thing about the No Name Nationals is it's not just for YouTube creators. Yes, it is for YouTube creators to be involved in it, but it's open to the public. You can go down if you want to come and visit me for a couple of days, or, you know, not visit me maybe, but come and actually see the truck in person or anything like that, you're welcome to come down there. It's in Sikeston, Missouri. It's in September. It's a 2-day event. It's usually a Friday and Saturday. So, you know, bring the kids. It's a very kid or family orientated gathering. It's not like some, you know, car events you go to that might be more geared to adults. This one is family friendly, so I would encourage you to come down there next September. Go ahead and put it in your calendar now. It'll be somewhere around September 22nd and 23rd or something like that. I don't know. It's usually the week before duct tape drags. So if you are familiar with all of that goes on with the duct tape drags, this is very similar to that, except for I would consider it a little more family friendly. So with that said, I hope to see you guys next year, September of 2025, and we'll have the brown bag, and if I can get a trailer between now and then, I may bring the other truck as well. So I guess I've committed myself now to the 4th annual No Name Nationals, the old Dodge, the 74 Dodge D100. She's going to be there if I have to tow it. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Be sure and like and share. And as always, we're making it just like brand used here, baby.
Run, Tallulah, run. Hi, baby.